Greetings, royal queens and kings. It's your host, your royal host, Queen Tulsa. Welcome back to the Queen Tulsa Show. I will be your captain today. I'll have a co captain, but you'll have to stick around and find out who that is. First and foremost, if you're not subscribed to the channel, I need you to press that subscribe button down below. If you're already subscribed to the show, set your notifications to all so that you don't miss any of the hot topics and fire content. And go on and press that like button while you're at it. Queens and kings on the agenda today, we have Nikki. And yes, of course, her name is not a title because she doesn't deserve any credit. Can't find her own man. Jaguar Wright, cheating husband. Side eye his wife and not that cum rag. It's a lot going on. We have the YouTube Miss Cleo that wants to give out a reading, but couldn't read the cards that she was a monster mom. Let's get into it. Call me now for your free tarot reading.
Girls can't never say how. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say how. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Oh nah. Give it to me like you need it, baby. Want you to hear me screaming, have it breathing. I don't need a reason, baby. I want it till you get right. I can get it to you right, baby. I wanna be I can be real good. We don't get these feelings. Hey, I need some love.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for definitely coming out. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, tag a friend, share it on your social media. Let's go ahead and make it work, make it happen. Okay, support the channel. All right, so where do we start? Where do we start? Where do we start? Okay, we're gonna start right here.
To know.
Okay, I was wondering who the father of my baby was.
All right, let's take a look. The Miss Cleo DNA test. I'm solely searching for the father of your baby. Oh, it's the one that's very unpleasant, okay?
Okay.
And he's also the one that had another girlfriend while he was sleeping with you.
Yes, he did.
Yep, that's him. That's the daddy.
Okay.
But you knew that.
I wasn't sure.
I don't know how. The baby looks just like him.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, so you were in denial because he has a funny little chin, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, and the baby has that same little chin.
Oh my God. Ooh.
The cards can reveal things that you will never see by yourself. Call me now for your free tarot reading.
All right, if you guys want a reading, hit me up for your free tarot reading. Because we have Miss Trees is wanting to do a reading on everybody but herself. Let's talk about it. If we're going to talk about it, I'm not going to hold you guys hostage. I'm going to get down in the crevices of the big fish. So I want you guys to roll with me as we go through this content. If you would like to donate to the channel, the link will be posted shortly. Let's do some housekeeping up in here and roll call. We have Sonia Maybe, and she says hello. She's our head mod. Don't get out of hand. Well, first and foremost, we've got to take it back. Witching hours and the 24-hour lives, right? These people were detectives. They had it figured out. Jaguar was this person that was out here just, you know, doing the most. And I know the topic is, it says Jaguar and her husband and that comrade, but we're also going to add Latasha and her husband Rocky in this as well. And all about the trees, Monster Mom. I've been giving a lot of people a pass, per se, because I've been busy with other things. But I think it's time for me to get down to the nitty gritty and start calling you out. Y'all are holding people hostage with that rhetoric. And it stops here. Let's go back to Hear Her. 24-hour lives provoking Jaguar Wright. You see a lot of Black women decided to run over to the barbecue. Plates, cups, chairs, night light, tents, you name it. And all this was to protect another Black woman while hurting and taking down one. I mean, all at the same time. So when we say we're trying to help Black women, let me know what that means to you. I'm calling everybody out. Tag them. I want them to hear this. See, some people need to find their own man and they need to find their own business. You guys set up here and praise this gutter snipe on taking someone's husband, on stepping in on someone else's children, on taking food off of someone else's table. Making someone that they love and care about and took the vows hurt. Let's talk about it. These people claim to have so much dignity and they just got it going on. But sitting up stirring the pot and drinking a Kool-Aid per se is just not it. I don't know who's battling for Kevin Samuel's spot, the men or the women. It's a problem. It's a sickness. It needs to be addressed. For anybody that will give the scumrag an excuse to be with somebody's husband, it's a problem. I want you guys to focus on the thumbnail. This is a wedding photo. Everybody's there. They're having a great day. It's the big day that this couple shared. You know? They got married. They say, yes, I do. Unfortunately, with the comrade, even with her having multiple children, even after her being married, she still wasn't satisfied. Because Nikki took these same vows that Jaguar and Goomba did. Nikki You took the same vows, sis. And I'm going to call you sister because you're still a sister. You're just in a disarray. You're going through a lot of pain, and you have not done the healing. You have not done the healing. And listen here, sister. You need to come out with a public apology to this woman and let the people know this is not how we act towards one another as a woman. And if Jaguar does not accept your apology, you don't get the right to choose how she takes and receive it. Because as a wife, as a mother, you destroyed someone's home. The candy shop is closed. It's time for you to put on your big girl underwear and take accountability. Take accountability. You should have never got yourself involved. See, but you're so lost in the sauce. Somebody's trash isn't always a treasure. Somebody's circumstance, somebody's situation is not always a treasure. It's not. You need to help yourself before you can help somebody else. To allow a man to keep hopping in and out of your children's lives, you're creating you're going to create some monsters. Your children are going to resent you for the things that you are doing. Because children look to their parents as role models to feed them good information. And the only thing they have to look up to is a woman, their mother, out here stealing people's husbands and bragging about it. You know, she had her chance. She had her fair. Let's be fair. She had her chance. It didn't work out. She didn't want to let go. I know Nikki said that she's into tarot cards. You need to get a refund. You need to get a refund because, or actually you need to pay that person, whoever you got your reading from, double, because they told you to leave that married man alone. So you should send that person that gave you a reading, give them a tip. They said leave that married man alone because now it's going to be chaos. And if you thought that watching Jaguar on YouTube Live was something, listen, what's coming for you ain't got nothing on that. What's coming for you has nothing on that. To sit here and this woman is being recorded by her husband, being taken down because he provoked her. And she showed up. And that was a plan that you were a part of. As soon as they took her down, hogtied the woman down on the ground. Inhumane. And as she went off, Goomba come on over to you. You pop the popcorn. You had the snacks. And you had the after 12 visit during the daytime. And y'all watched as that woman got taken down. Your spirits were so lifted. I mean, we would have thought that you had won in bingo. Hit the bonus, hit the jackpot. Where is the humanity when it comes to, you know, being selfless, being thoughtful to others, being kind? Respect is free, y'all. It don't like hitting that like button. Iridescent Unicorn first says, hello, hey you all. Hey. Absolutely. So I want you guys to think about what you are investing in, where you are making your deposits. And are they good for our community? We have 18 million people in here. We have 5 million likes. We're going to go ahead and take a commercial break. Sonia and Nan Mama. Yeah. Well, listen, guys, we are going to take a commercial break until our likes go up. This is not the black man's game. This is not the white man's game. This is the money game.
Anything he want with you, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game.
Scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got.
Not sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
Now, I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my cabin.
If I crumble, my children crumble, my grandchildren crumble.
And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine.
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement.
Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take my meat.
There are ways to win the war in a different way.
Better learn. You best learn, or you're gonna get the bloody back for sure.
All right, let's go ahead and check the lights and see where they are. Mods, let me know if we should continue or if we should hit the people with another commercial. Share the live out. Tag the people that you see. This message is going to get out. Okay? And as we wait for our... Oh, no. We don't have mods. We have royal ushers. So the royal ushers, do we need to run another commercial or should we continue with the show? All right, I think I'm going to hit you guys with another commercial because I don't see the numbers going up. Let me go ahead and run a commercial. We made it.
Hello, and thank you all for coming out to the Queen Tulsa show. It was all a dream. We finally made it. Listen, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. You have come to the place where you can relax, enjoy, and get the hot topics. We can also engage. You can come up or even you can call in. That number is 725-888-1644. Thank you so much for your loyalty. We made it. I'm so excited. You should be too. Don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend. Oh, and make sure you sign up for our perks to get all the exclusives first. Thank you.
All right. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. Give me 1 second. Um, let's see. Okay. All right, give me 1 second, guys. I was trying to bring up something. What was I trying to bring up? Oh, I was trying to bring this up. Ooh. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm not sure what I was doing. Yeah, and this is our emoji, the nails, the paint. So to support us, you guys can put the fingernail polish with the lady getting her nails polished. We're the pretty royals, okay? So we don't have ushers, we have pretty royals, okay? So let me go ahead and say this. I know that we see a lot going on and we see Jaguar out here, and she is what you guys, what it appears to be is, oh my God, she's going off. I want you to ask yourself, if you had a narcissist husband that was easily influenced, right? Because this all goes back to Bobby's, right? Nikki met Goomba at Bobby's. The incident with Jag, Goomba, and Solar happened at Bobby's. After the Bobby situation and Jag is hauled off, who's back in the picture? Nikki. Can we please, can we please open up our eyes, people? We have 33 million people in the chat, 8 million likes. We've got to get those likes up, guys. We have got to get those likes up. It is definitely free. We're going to go on another commercial break because y'all already know y'all feeling the tea. Let me give you, for instance, we all saw Wendy Williams go through her situation. If you haven't, here we go.
In November, a black Porsche drove in my driveway to do a K-turn. It slowed down. It just so happens I was home. And I was at a particular window where I could see. It was a woman who was with a burgeoning belly. And I could see that because the way our house is pitched, it's on a little bit of a hill. And this person, her, was taking pictures of our home. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm seeing this. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Then she backs out, she reverses the car to go back to where she came from. At that point, I can't believe what my life is about to turn into. I'm like screaming like a raving lunatic. And what would you do? What would you do? There was nobody for me to call for a second opinion. There was nobody to call.
Okay, so going back to that, you had a woman, right? Wendy Williams met her husband before all the fame, before this, before that, was down with him, right? And guess what happened? She built them up. Of course, nobody's perfect. She made her mistakes. He made his mistakes. But he did the biggest thing that she said don't do. Do not create a child. When you create a child, I'm out. This man deceived her. Deceived her. Was in communication with this woman. Had this woman driving this woman's cars, fancy cars. Got her a house right down the street. And everything was cool. She had the baby. She had the man. Right? And then boom, divorce, alimony. She kicking back, laying back, shopping. In present day, this time, the alimony is out. The judge said no more. Homes are being thrown into foreclosure. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Let's go ahead and do some housekeeping. And right, Iridescent says, if you like the content, please hit the like. Our official channel emoji is the nails. Yes, and I'm working on the emoji right now on how to put that all together. But that's our emoji. That's our royal family's emoji. Okay? And that's how you do your, wave in the air. That can be a clap. It can be considered a clap, a wave in the air. It could be right. It could be yes, I agree. I'm with it, So let's go ahead and get those in there. We have message for the spiritual army angels. The hand waving pink says, I thought you was live. I don't know how to work computers to contact you. Yeah, this is live. We're live. Please put the nails in the chat. Yes, absolutely. We've got Sharita Smith in here. She says, hi, Queen of Elegance. Hello, mods in chat. Absolutely. Sonia says, hi, Sharita. Yep. Sonia. Hey, Sharita Smith, hit the like and the nails emoji. It was the ultimate betrayal. Absolutely. Hi, Miss Sonia. Iridescent, thank you for the reminder, sis. Yes. The betrayal. The son was affected. And when we talk about an older child, right? Little Kevin, I believe he was still in his teens when all that was going on, right? And when you talk about children, you have Sam, right? And so when you talk about tearing a family apart, it's like this systemic misinformation. It says this systematic mind thinking. And it be your own people that have no problem with going out on a limb to take the next person down. We see people and they, do things that we don't like, but we're not correcting every person in our life. It's easy to do online. What are you doing for your community? But being a menace to society in the community. Yes. Little Kevin's heart is broken, and so is little Sam's. Absolutely. And a lot of people miss that. They forget about the kids. They forget about the kids. The kids are innocent. The kids didn't ask to be here. And these same people that are going in knee deep are parents. Let's put a camera in your house, sis, or my brother, or those that went on those 24-hour live streams to promote, get this woman, get this woman, get this woman. Are you happy? Are you happy that the truth is out? Goomba has been exposed. Goomba exposed himself. Let's get those likes up. We're going to commercial. Let's respect the channel. Absolutely. And so are the little kids of the woman. Poor example. Women, men, we've got to take back our power. It's somebody else's child today. It could be yours tomorrow. It could be you tomorrow. Because some people that are in certain situations, they got the advice for everybody else but themselves, and they're stuck. That's why if you're a parent, it's your responsibility. It's your responsibility to give your children knowledge, wisdom, morals, and values. Because if you don't give your children the love, the streets gonna love them for you. The streets are gonna love them for you. And if you think this is baggage, this is not even touching the surface. It's a problem in that household. Can't hold a man, can't hold a marriage. You invest in all, you'll work from home, but you spend more time online on interviews. Did you take sick pay? To come on here and boast and brag about being with somebody's husband. Let's wake up, people. Let's wake up. Let's handle our responsibilities. Let's take back our communities. We have platforms. Let's utilize them to the best of our abilities. Jaguar going down to the jail, going to the clerk's office, going to the mayor's office, that educated some people. And one of those people is me. Fighting for your rights. When you know the truth, you stand on it. Don't bend. Don't bend. Don't flinch. ride the truth out. The truth has to come to the light. As Jag would say, what don't come out in the wash will come out in the rinse. Be mindful of what we are perpetuating to each other. Self-reflection does wonders. Self-evaluation does wonders. Being a mother, being a wife, and having mental health struggles can be a bit much for some people that don't have patience. See, everybody wants everybody to be patient with them, be kind to them, but they're not putting it out there. There's a golden rule that we all know. If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Should I open up the panel? Should I open up the panel and let people come up and sound off? Because, or actually, we do have a Cash App goal. I would like to at least get 5 Cash Apps during the show. Definitely would. So let me go ahead and drop that in there. Let me know if I should drop the link if anybody wants to come up, okay? Can we please get a Cash App? You can tip the host and also our royal ushers. The royal mod ushers, yes. Okay, so I'll go ahead and drop the link. Give me a second. And then I'll read the comments. Oh, wow. All right, I just pinned the link so you guys can hit it. If you guys are just now getting in, if you don't mind, it's free. Please hit the like button. I'm going to start a poll. Okay, give me 1 second to take. All right, so give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and... All right, welcome, Dazzle. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to catch up on the comments, and then we're going to dive right into it. But welcome to the show. Dazzle says, Queen Tulsa.
Hey.
Hi. So I'm going to read the
How
comments.
are you today?
I'm well.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to go ahead and read the comments, and then you and I are going to engage. So I'll read your comment.
Yes,
It says,
ma'am.
hey, Queen Tulsa, after attacking Nikki kids and talking about them being SA and unalive, there is no coming back from that. Sharita says, iridescent, yep, Nikki bought the turmoil to her children, even if it wasn't already tumultuous. it's still not good to try and save a man if it's not your husband, and if it's a toxic man, and if it's a toxic man, save you. Dazzle says yes. And Sharita says, Dazzle, everyone should be held accountable. Nikki and Goomba are responsible as well. Okay, so my daughter, Iridescent Farts, is definitely up in the building. Hello, daughter. How are you?
Ma, can you hear me?
I can definitely hear you.
All right, I'm here. Go ahead. Let our guest speak.
All right, Miss Dazzle, go ahead and sound off. And let's try to
Okay.
refrain. So, I want to be clear on this. No profanity, no profanity at all. It's we getting some feedback, Iridescent.
Is
I
it
don't know
me?
why there's nothing on.
Oh,
Let me just
it
turn my
might be
mic off.
Dazzle.
Okay, well let me turn my you know what
Yeah,
I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn my Bluetooth off, come back, go out and come back in.
come back
That's
in.
what I'm gonna do.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so we'll wait for Dazzle to come back up.
All right, well,
How are
since
you,
we're
baby?
waiting for her, what I would like to say is nobody, nobody, especially children, deserves that hate from nobody. Can you hear me?
Yes, baby, I hear you. I'm just letting you have the floor.
Nobody deserves that hate. And just to be transparent and let the audience know that I was on the receiving end of that hate before. I was essayed by somebody that I thought I can trust that was a part of my family. And their whole threat to me always was that they were going to unalive me and that they were going to unalive my mom and unalive my siblings. So at that point, I can't end because I'm an advocate and I don't want to give away my whole job, but I work with children with disabilities and disenfranchised children. And I would never let them feel uncomfortable with somebody threatening to unalive them and essay them. Is there music? What's going on? Is there something in the background?
Oh yeah, there was music. Let me go ahead and turn it off for you, my love.
Oh no, but it just it stifles me. It hurts my heart. It hurts my brain. It makes me triggered. It is so awful when somebody says they're going to SA kids and unalive them. Like I can't no more. I have to tap out. I can't with that. And I am a what do you call a
You're an advocate.
yeah, but what I'm my brain just shut down real quick right one time. I am required by law to report this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm required by law to report if somebody says they're going to do this stuff to children or if they are doing it to children.
Excuse me, you mean mandated reporter? I was just trying to help you out.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
a mandated
Yes.
reporter as well.
Thank you for clearing my brain out.
No problem.
I've been drinking a little bit of wine, y'all. I'm just telling y'all. Just to tell y'all. I but even if I wasn't a mandated reporter, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And I know we always are looking out for the best in our community and for women, especially for children. But I can't jump on the same side of a serial killer just because it's a black woman. I can't jump
Serial
on the same
unaliver.
side of a serial
Serial
killer just
unaliver.
because it's a black man.
Serial unaliver. And you says, lady.
Serial unaliver. I'm sorry. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm saying the wrong words. Oh, I'm sorry, mama.
I'll just give a disclaimer one more time. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you come up on the panel, we're going in a different direction. We're not using profanity because we're educated people and we don't have to use profanity to get our point across. So that's the reason why we are, switching things up. Less profanity, more messages, more conversations and engagement.
I just love y'all, and I'm gonna bow out a little bit. I'm gonna let our guests speak, and I'm sorry for saying the wrong words, Mama Queen Tulsa,
No,
because I
listen,
know it's unaliver. I'm oh sorry, sorry, sorry,
it's
sorry,
okay,
sorry.
honey.
My
Listen,
brain is
it's a
just
simple reminder. And
my
listen, it's Good
brain is just
Friday.
going out.
It's Good Friday. We're going to be good.
But I love y'all, and I love humanity, and I am just not that mean and vile. You know what I mean? Like I can't, I can't. And this is exactly why I said I wanted to bow out of this conversation, because I just it's triggering my it's triggering me.
We'll just take a deep breath and let's just relax and just hang out on the panel and just whenever you feel like jumping in, jump in. And trust me, I understand. You said that you didn't want to, talk about it. It was bad for your mental. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people are feeling this way, but I'm here to release the hostages. Okay.
And you know I love you so much. You know I really respect you, and I have a genuine friendship with you, and you know that. And I'm just I'm alone by myself, and I can't take it without anybody here with me, like that I can talk it out with, that I can hug it out with, that I can cry it out with, and that kind of thing. And so that's the only reason why I would like to just let our guests speak, and maybe I can see a different perspective.
I can roll with that. Dazzle, welcome to the stage.
Okay, hi everybody. Hi Queen Toaster.
Hi,
And hey
baby.
Boo. And you know, I'm gonna just be honest, and I have to. And I'm gonna start with you first. I do understand when you say, well, about the home record thing. I am a wife as well, and I would never want someone to try to come in between, me and my husband. But I also understand that it takes two. He had to open that door. You know what I mean? So I get where that can be heartbreaking and devastating. But there are levels and there are lines. And I watch a lot of ID channel and oxygen and stuff to know that okay, it's one thing to be angry and upset and frustrated and wanting to lash out, but it's a whole nother thing when you bring in children, and it doesn't matter if it was the side chicks, the main chicks, whatever. You bring in children and you start wishing diabolical things upon them and putting it in the universe. That is when you're wrong. You can be right until you're wrong. You can be right by saying, you know what, this person is coming in between me and my person. But then when it comes to you branching out and targeting children that has nothing to do, the children are not in the bed with these people. They have nothing to do with nothing.
Oh,
They're
Dazzle, hold
they're
on one second.
innocent.
Can I jump in 1 second?
Uh-huh.
Just, I just want to put this out there. Were you aware that there was some magic going on to have her be disruptive?
Okay, I'm about to break that down, please. I've been knew about that. I did a reading on that on my channel. Okay. But here's the thing about magic, right? If you really understand it.
But
If
no, somebody said that they were doing something so she
Yeah,
could
I know
get
exactly what you're talking
control.
about. The exact thing you're talking about. But see, here's the thing: it's a binding spell. You know how Nancy, I bind you from doing harm to yourself and harm to other people, something like that. But also, with spell work, a lot of times it works with what it got. So if you already like that, it just escalated. So that's for one. So that demon within her was already in her. Okay. But for two, I mean, in the other ways, in a logical term, it just scared her. And when you can scare somebody, you get in their brain. Now you're living rent free in this person's head. So now everything they do, they're like, oh, it's this and this that. That's part of it too. But honestly, a lot of stuff comes with free will, and a lot of times we make things a reality. That's just like, if you ever watched the Skeleton Key, when, it was like, oh, well, it doesn't hurt you if you don't believe in it. But then the lady started believing in it. Now it hurts the lady. You see, it's psychological too. So my thing is this: she's doing all this to herself. It's accountability, and to me, I feel like initially when she first came out, and she was talking about other celebrities. Like I've been felt like she was a liar, or
And Dazzle,
she tells
Dazzle,
half stories.
Dazzle, before we go into that, we've got to get a commercial break. Guys,
Hmm.
we will be right back. We need to have a commercial break. Let's get these likes up.
Something. Girls need love. Girls need love. Girls need love. Girls need love. So what's a girl to do? She needs love. Girls need love. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say yeah. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say yeah. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say nah. Oh nah. Give it to me like you need it, baby. Want you to hear me screaming, have it breathing. I don't need a reason, baby. I want it till you can't buy. I can get it to you right, baby. I wanna be in LA. I can be real good. We don't get any feelings. Hey, I need some love.
All right, take it over.
Oh, I'm making. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm making shrimp and steak. So while I'm talking, but no, I just kind of feel like when she first came out, I was one of the few people who called BS, because people got enamored by her being a failing celebrity who has some type of connection with so and so, so everything must be true. But then they forget that the best lies are told with some truth in it. But it's like over exaggerations, and everybody fell in love with that. I didn't like that because I don't like that type of characteristic. And then now we're here, and it's just crazy. But when it comes to the kids, someone tried to tell me in the chat that, oh well, Nikki brought this situation on her children. No, I don't feel like she brought that situation on her children, because the point is everybody has their own roles to play. I mean, you are grown. You know what you're supposed to say and what you're not supposed to say, and what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do. All types of stuff. I feel like at the end of the day, that would be Jaguar doing what Jaguar wants to do. That has nothing to do with whatever Nikki's doing with Goomba. Because to keep it real honest with you, if to me, I mean, I don't know. It's just to me at this point, if he's willing to be over Nikki house and don't want Jaguar, that says more about Goomba than it does about Nikki. I can't blame Nikki for everything, and I cannot blame Nikki for why Jaguar is threatening her children. That's not cool.
I do know what I will say about Jag is that she is a woman hurting over her marriage. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All day. But she is mentally, I don't want to say delayed, because a part of being bipolar is you are mentally like delayed, and you are mentally um having ups and downs. That's the point. That's what the point of bipolar is. You have the downs and you have the ups. And her mania is the part that we don't want to see. Her mania is the part. See, I have bipolar too, but my mania is different than Jag's mania. I be up for days. I be up, and then I might like call you and like talk to you and talk your ear off like at 3 in the morning, and you'd be like, "Girl, I'm asleep." But that's like the extent of my mania. Her mania comes with delusion, and there is a part of bipolar that has delusions. And um
But when is she going to take responsibility and
I
accountability
know, I
for
know,
her
I
own
know. I
mental
get
health?
it, I get it, I get it.
And I don't
But
really think, and to be honest with you, the fact that it's targeted and the
ma'am,
fact that she knows how to,
I was still
I know, I'm sorry, I don't want to argue about it, but I'm just asking.
Okay,
And this is
ladies,
because it sounds
just 1 second.
very
I was
targeted.
still
Okay,
talking,
ladies,
man.
I'm gonna have to mute y'all, ladies. We're royals over here. We are royals. Okay, so we talk one at a time. Iridescent, go ahead and go, and then Dazzle, go ahead and sound off.
I understand what you're saying, Miss Dazzle, ma'am, but I was still talking, so I wanted to kind of finish my thought just because I can't remember stuff because I have bipolar 2. Okay. So, what I was saying was I work with children and adults with disabilities, and even if they have autistic or bipolar or whatever, you treat the symptom and not the person. So, if you have a problem with me not hating her or being mean to her, it's because I'm treating the symptoms and not the person. Like with bipolar, they might hit you upside your head. They might tweak, 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 and yell, 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 and curse, curse, curse. But you don't hate them. You just put their hands in a different place. You just put their speech at a different place. It's all I'm saying. I'm not excusing Jag, and I'm not excusing what she does because I freaking hate it too, and it freaking sends me in the polar opposite direction. But what I'm saying is the only thing that I can do is treat her symptoms and not hate her as a person is all I'm saying. So Miss Dazzle, what do you have to say to that? I'm curious.
Well, what I do have to say is that yes, you do have to treat the symptom and not the person, but we also have to agree to there's a lot of people in jail right now, not in the psychiatric ward, but literal jail, who has bipolar, who has schizophrenia, who is depressed, all types of things, but they are still held accountable for what they do. What Jag has done is threaten those kids. And I do believe that if Nikki chooses to, she should hold her accountable. And she should get whatever she's going to get by way of the law, no matter if she's depressed, bipolar, schizophrenic, doesn't matter. Because she knows what she is doing. She knows what she's doing. It's very targeted. She can't stay off the internet because she has to be on the internet because she really wants to be. So every time you press record, you know what you're doing.
Yes, I agree. I agree with that. And I also agree with her being held accountable. But what I also agree with is not all the time, some of the stuff that happens to disabled people is like the right thing, because they're not, you can lock them up all day, but they still gonna be crazy on the ward. You have to treat the symptoms, you have to treat them with a doctor, you have to treat them with medication, you have to treat. I'm not giving her any graces for any of that stuff that she does. I'm not giving her no graces. I respect women and I respect children, and especially children with disabilities, and especially children that's disenfranchised. I am not giving her no graces. Zero, zero F's do I give about Jag and her um craziness when she's doing that to kids. Like I'm not. But in addition to that, we still have to recognize the problem and treat the symptoms, because if
Yes.
we don't treat the symptoms, she will never get better. I
So
don't
two
feel
things.
like
Yes.
locking her up beyond repair is not giving her a, well, if maybe if we lock her up in the remember she was in the psych ward, maybe they was helping, maybe I don't know. When she gets out, I'm not sure if she's accountable for her medication, if she's taking it, if she's being okay. I just went and picked up a thing. I was on one pill, but because of Jack stuff, I gotta take 3 pills. I just went and picked that up yesterday. I have to take 3 pills a day because of this situation, because it triggers me and it's going crazy. And I just
It's the
I
energy she
don't
putting
know,
out
Miss
there.
Dazzle. Go
To me,
ahead,
I
Miss
feel like two
Dazzle.
things. Two things could be true at the same time. You could treat an
Yes, ma'am.
illness and also hold that person responsible. There's a lot of serial killers with mental illness that is being treated in jail, but still being held responsible.
Well, I agree.
It
That's
is.
what I agree. Like I feel like she need to be held accountable. She need to be like, when they look under your tongue, make sure you swallow that damn pill that they gave you. That's what should be happening, Miss Dazzle. I get it. But
And
at
it's
the
becoming
same
really apparent. And
time,
have you noticed, she acts like Tokyo Tony. So when Tokyo Tony is doing her outbursts and stuff, they're mirroring each other almost. It's like the same thing. And when I'm listening to it, I'm gonna tell you, when I listen to it, it sounds crazy, and it's not me judging. It just does. So, and then when I look in the chat, it's people that's just going along with it and rooting for them, and I'm like, y'all really want to see them just, you know, self destruct.
okay, so if I
I
may
knew, I knew. Hold on,
elaborate
wait. I just
on
want to
your
add, like, I
statement.
knew that it was a problem when she was online. Like, I mean, I already knew, but it was just one of the major red flags when she was online with that knife, that them brass knuckles, and that pow pow
You talking about
threatening
before
people.
when she was in the hot tub?
She was sitting down, showing it off, and all this other stuff, right? Trying to act like she gonna do something to somebody. And a lot of times, like, a lot of times people punk fade online because I don't know, but it's threatening. And I think people be okay with that. Like, if
I
y'all really
only
want
saw
the
when
best
she
for
was
this
in the
woman,
hot
it's a lot of
tub.
things that she's doing that y'all gotta be like, hold on, wait. Like, isn't her lights off or something? So your lights are off, and the best thing you can do is sit in the dark with some candles and
But
talk
Miss
about.
Dazzle, with all due respect, let's not talk about
Her
somebody's
situation.
shortcomings of what they can afford and what they
No,
can't.
no, 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 no. I'm not
Because
trying to
we do,
talk about
but
her
listen, but
shortcomings. I'm talking about her
let me
priorities.
let me just say this, because some people out there utilize that. You don't know a person's situation. I want to jump in here because Jaguar, stated that Goomba had a handler. We all remember that. Do you remember when Jaguar said Goomba has a handler?
Yes,
He,
mama.
okay, Nikki is that handler. Okay, N- Nikki knew Goomba before Jag. She
Mama, you went out. Say it again because you kind of went out a little bit.
Oh, am I back?
You back now.
Okay. So when we have to take this back, Nikki met Goomba at the barbershop, right?
Yes,
Bobby.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
When all that happened at that barbershop, guess who came back? Guess who was I mean, she never left, but it just I mean, she met him at the barbershop and a barbershop situation put them back together
Mm-mm.
and he was lying to her.
Right.
Even when she went to Chicago,
And
it's
he
the
went to go
lies.
get her.
It's the lies. And I don't think anybody wants to see this.
Mm.
Right
Ma,
or
I,
wrong. Hold on one second. Right or wrong, this is the reason why I brought this up. What is a man's responsibility to his wife? Would y'all care to read that or would you guys like for me to read it?
hello,
Miss Dash.
Ma.
Yeah.
I'm only asking because.
Well, wait a minute. I want to stick to this.
Oh, okay. You still got a point, Mama.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I
Okay.
see what it says.
So
I got something for that.
okay.
But I'm gonna
So
read it. You want me to read it before I say what I'm saying?
go ahead.
Okay, so it says, what is a man's responsibility to his wife? The role of a good husband is to be respectful to his wife. Communicate openly with her and be there for her. Apart from this, a good husband should be loyal, passionate, and make an effort to make the marriage work. However, actions speak louder than words. But it also says be a helper to your husband, right? Now, I'm going to ask this real question. Do
Okay.
you
So
really
read.
think that
So
they
read.
were honoring their marriage before
So read.
Nikki came?
So read the part where it says "be a helper to your husband" because
The
if
fact that this same word is applied to a wife signifies that we women have been given tremendous power for good in our husbands' lives. God has designed wives to help their husbands become all that God intends for them to be. Now, I'm going to ask you this. This applies when y'all are doing what y'all need to do for y'all marriage, right? Do you really feel like their marriage was top tier and they didn't have these problems right here? They were not doing this back then.
no, nobody is saying that anything is
I
perfect.
mean, no, 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 no. I'm not saying, let's take Nikki out of it and just
I
talk
re-
about them.
Well, we can because she's been there the whole
can
time.
I
No, 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 no. Here's
can
my
I
thing.
say
I don't believe
something,
she's been there in their marriage the whole time. I don't.
Okay, go ahead.
Jaguar
friend?
says that. I don't believe that.
Friend, I want to say something real quick, and Mama, if I may say something. Um,
Hold on, you guys. I
I
gotta finish this
remember
script.
there
Hold
was
on,
a
hold on,
time.
hold on. I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm just putting myself on mute.
I remember before Nikki came into the picture, there was a time, and I want to say they were on the blue couch, and somebody asked them about their marriage. And I remember Gerald didn't really say anything at the beginning. He said something after, but they said a question about your marriage. And she jumped so fast and she said, it's a marriage. And then he looked at the camera and he said, yeah, it's just a marriage. And that was before all this Nikki stuff, this online stuff, and whatever. And that kind of gave me a tiptoe into knowing that it wasn't every, because if you ask somebody, like if you would have asked me, like at the peak of my marriage, like before my spouse passed away. So I didn't have no downtime. But if you would have asked us about our marriage, we'd be like, oh, it's so loving. We love each other. Oh my God, it's so awesome. Like da 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 da. Jag looked at the camera and said, "It's a marriage." As if she was forced to do it, as if they were not okay in it, as if it was like the most horrible thing she's ever experienced in her life. So I want to know what y'all think about that, because that
I
was
think
before
I think
all
you
this.
caught on, and I think you were absolutely right. I think intuitively, and whatever you caught on to that. And to be honest with you, I kind of feel like their situation, they were in a situation where so they was homeless at one point, and then not only that, it got kind of like confirmed in a way. It was like a confirmation from when Toxic Diamond said, another YouTuber said she seen Jaguar on the street before, right? And
Pushing
she
a
was like,
buggy.
but no, but what I'm saying is, yeah. So what I'm saying is, it's like, okay, y'all were dealing in hard times, right? To the point where it's even Jaguar had to allegedly sell her body for things. So she was already doing that as well as being in the marriage. It was a hard situation. So they didn't come in. They didn't have, to me. And I'm not trying to judge nobody. They didn't have the most grand experience. And then you have that going on. So now you're online now, and you're trying to. Because remember, it was initially, I want to make Goomba jealous, but that could have triggered him. Because if you were selling your body at one point, why would you try to make him jealous by saying that you would sell your body for some Jamaican food and stuff
Mama,
like that? So it's some things going on that showed me that those cracks in that marriage were there before Nikki decided to let Goomba in the house.
mama, what you think about that? Like, I want to hear your perspective, because I know that you are happy in love, and like, what does that look like to you if something like this were to ever happen, mama, baby? Mama Queen Tosa?
Okay, so you said, what if something happened to me, like what's going on with Jaguar?
I'm just I'm, like, just in jest. I don't know what to
If
do
it
if
was
I was
me,
in
my
this
response,
situation.
if it was me, my response to the side chick would be, honey, you're a paper plane and I'm a 747. Don't you ever think you're anything like me, honey, just because you can fly a little. And that's what I would tell her. You
I
know,
know, but like, what
I'm
if
not
you
the
were
one
like
that you want
Jag
to
and this
marry.
was like your husband and he's like really over there playing in your face?
You know what?
I I would like to add in
Wait, Dazzle. Wait. My mom's talking.
I feel like, to be honest, my emotions would be everywhere. And I would be, I mean, for heaven's sakes, this is my partner no matter what type of ups and downs that we've had in our relationship.
Yes, ma'am.
I still love and care about him at the end of the day.
Yes, ma'am.
Um, and I will want to make things better, and taking the steps and making things better, not going out as much, and really just trying to spend time with my man. He and I spending time together and building that relationship, getting into counseling, going to therapy, and um, really working on us. But I would really say, is for them right now, they both need to be in therapy
Would you
before.
go as low as Jag is going, like online to if you weren't getting your way, would you go as low?
Well, when you say not getting my way, I mean, I have you have the side chick taunting this woman, threatening to put out her, the revenge situation. I mean,
I know, mama, but
I
what I'm saying is, would you go like to say, well, your mama did this and your kids did this and you did this and like do you think that all of that stuff is going to bring you back if somebody brought up like some horrible stuff in your past or your mom or your dad or your
I
family?
believe I believe in my heart that it is wrong. And I
I don't
do
I wouldn't go
I
back.
no, I'm just saying like I mean, for her saying that, yes, it's wrong. Because the kids are innocent, you know. I like
Not even
speaking
just
to
the kids. I
I like
just met your mama. She's so beautiful. What if I said so much horrible stuff about your mama?
I'll pray for your tail and tell you and just keep it moving. But everybody don't think like that, you know. Um, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, we can say that we'll respond this way, but when we find ourselves in that situation, Lord pray that we don't. You just don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going to say you're pretty much. I mean, it's just like getting bad news of
Something happening.
something happening, and you just it's just in that moment, and you know, I just
Yes,
think
ma'am.
that everybody gets the help that they need and that we put these children first because these children are seeing it.
Yes,
They're
ma'am.
hearing the conversations. Um, it's like it's so toxic. If building and wanting to be a family was a thing, then go ahead and do that. But you're sitting around the house wondering which live and which interview you're gonna go on and collecting evidence. When is it gonna stop?
Yes, ma'am. I do get that part too. It's like she's playing into the role.
I
Like,
don't want to be a celebrity. I don't want any fame. I don't want this. I don't want that. But you're present at every showdown.
yes, ma'am.
She's probably in the bushes right now. Somebody said her like she's in the bushes right now looking,
Yes, ma'am.
eating it up. If you're listening, get your own man. Work on you.
Let me
Work
see
on
some
you.
nails in the chat. Come on, put them fingernails in the chat if you agree with my mama. My mama is telling the truth about all this stuff with this lady. Put them nails in the chat. Hit the like button. Put them nails in the chat, everybody.
That part.
But I
Dazzle, go ahead
do,
and go off, sis.
but I do want to add though, because I am a married woman as well, and I've been through certain stuff as well. But I'm gonna tell you the best thing my grandmother, who was married for 50 something years, told me. Okay, before my grandfather passed away, the best thing she ever told me was when we were going through what we were going through. She said, "Y'all had everybody else but God in y'all marriage. That means that everybody else knew y'all business. Everybody else had an opinion about your business. Everything, it was all out for display. I think that if they wanted their marriage to work, they should have never put it on the internet. And they should never put their problems on the internet. That's for one. For two, when it comes to Nikki, Nikki is there because she's allowed to be there.
Right.
Someone has inserted her within their marriage. Okay? Goomba did by running to Nikki. Okay? And another thing I didn't like about Goomba, I don't like it when people pillow talk. I didn't like that pillow talking. Because, and then that's the other thing with Jaguar that she failed to realize. If someone is pillow talking about the other person to you, that means that, guess what? When they get a chance, they're going to do the same thing to you. You
But
know?
keep this out. See, some women they don't they they don't understand that these men gossip. They gossip.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just we need to be okay with that. We need to identify that part.
We
These
could be, yeah. Mm-hmm.
gossip. They
We can
run
be
their
okay with
mouth
it, but we
just
can't
like
expect
women.
them not to do it to us.
Say it one more time, sir.
We can be okay with it, but we cannot expect them because that is a behavior. That's a cycle, right? So that's just like if I was talking to somebody that you used to talk to and they tell me all your business. I should be very mindful that guess what? If they break up with me, they're going to tell someone all my business.
Oh, listen, a dog is gonna bring a bone, and a dog is gonna take a bone.
Mhm.
Okay, he gonna bring one, and he's gonna take one.
But I do think that, at the end of the day, but just to sum it up, what my grandmother really told me is that, I would, because I was upset at the other female, right? But then I had to really think about it. At the end of the day, she ain't nothing but a Trojan horse. You know what a Trojan horse too does? It exposes what's already there. So that's the thing that you gotta fix. She ain't in your marriage. Nikki is not a part of their marriage. They have to fix their marriage from within, and Nikki will disappear.
Well, guess
Because
what,
Nikki
Nikki?
ain't a part of nothing.
If Nikki would have spent time trying to work on her marriage, she wouldn't have had to pedal around and find Gooba and dabble in his,
And
because she
granted,
was
touche,
married.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm
Um,
saying? And see, God don't bless mess. Like, girl, you
but see,
don't.
that's another thing. I don't believe that any one of the three should be putting God in any of the mess unless it's about redemption and stuff. Because God ain't in none of that mess right there. God
Well,
ain't
you know
tell
what?
Jaguar to talk about no kids, and I'm pretty sure God ain't tell Nikki to be online feeding Gooba grapes. I mean, not grapes, strawberries.
No,
So
and grabbing his grab, being listen, that did y'all not see when she was on video and she is trying to get her ex tape out, grabbing him, feeding them strawberries. Now it's a competition with her.
God ain't tell her to do that.
Yeah.
She's trying to do that. Feeding
There
them
was
strawberries, trying to get her movie going.
But God ain't. But just like he ain't tell Nikki to do that. God definitely ain't tell Jag to do what she does. So
And
God is
he
not in any of that.
and he ain't tell Goomba to go over there
He
and
ain't tell nobody nothing.
right.
Okay.
Okay. And that's my
well, I
thing.
I wanted to say that I agree, and I also wanted to say that all the
But
stuff that
as
Nikki
that
put.
Mary, oh, as that I'm gonna just say this as Jag, I'm gonna say how she responded. We don't get the right to say how she responded. That was her husband. Those are her feelings. This is her experience. I'm gonna go on mute.
I think that I can't tell her how to respond, but there is a line. When you start threatening children, someone should go to the police with you. They should get a restraining order against you and them children and stuff. Those things like that should happen. That's what I'm saying. I mean, children, no.
Well,
Okay. Hello, hello, hello. I'm
Hey,
here. I want to say that I agree with you, Dazzle, and I do agree about the kids and all that stuff. But Jag needs us to pray for her. Jag needs us to like stick by her, and Jag needs help. She can't do it by herself, and there is strength in numbers. And I would like for all of us to like pray and wish good wishes to Jag, because all that stuff about the kids, I can. She's a evil woman, and we need to pray the evil out of her. We need to get that devil off of her, because Jag is not like that. And Jag is a beautiful singer. She's a beautiful person. Her son has a disability, and she takes care of him like with care.
well, I'm gonna be honest with you. Jag has to want it. It's just like trying to tell somebody that they're possessed, right?
You
But
can
hold
bring a
on,
horse to
wait.
water,
Jag has
but
to want
you can't
Jag
make
has to
them drink.
want it.
Hello, ma'am. You
Hold on,
can
don't
bring.
overtalk me. Jag has to want it. It's no different than someone who's being plagued and needs to be exorcised. If they like the demons within them, they're not going to be willing to fight to get them exorcised out.
I said you can bring a
yes.
horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
And
You
Roy,
did not hear me,
listen,
ma'am.
hold on, hold on.
Razzle dazzle.
Oh, we getting some feedback. But Royal, iridescent unicorn farts. We got to take it down a little bit, sis.
All right, all right, all
Let's be
right.
nicer.
I
Let's be nice.
apologize. I
Yeah.
apologize, Dazzle and Mama.
Sorry about that, ladies. We gonna disagree.
Ooh,
We're gonna always agree on everything, right? That's why it's called a conversation.
I know, Mama. I'm sorry.
Guys, were you trying? Were you making a point?
Do you forgive me?
I definitely forgive
Well,
you.
I'm not worried about all that. I know you sipping. I know you having your moment. You getting in your bag. I get it. But what I'm really saying is, all I'm saying is, at the end of the day, she has to make the efforts. She has to start. I'm pretty sure people outside the internet who loves Jay has been praying for her redemption, praying for her salvation, and everything else. But at the end of the day, she has to make those moves. And until then, this is what we get. And
You're
that's just
right.
honest. That's just keeping it real. Don't get me wrong. If you want to pray for her, pray for her. Do it. But she has
You're
to make
right.
those moves.
You're right,
Can
Dazzle.
nobody, you know, at the end of the day,
But I'm not going to give up on that, sister. And I don't.
don't give up on her. I'm not saying that.
I
I'm
don't
not
think
saying
we.
just throw her away.
Yeah, I'm just saying we should still send our prayers up. Whether we
Yeah.
feel that they're going to reach her or not, let's still encourage it because at the end of the day, ladies, we need each other. We need each other more than anything else. We had Kevin Samuels out here tearing us down. Some of our sisters would go over there and hop up on that panel, and that man would tear off into them
But
like
I
a
do have a
golden.
question for you.
That was all I was saying, Mama.
Yeah, but I have a question for y'all.
Let's
And
go.
this is not me being mean, but I just really want to know. As, because I'm pretty sure your other guest, she said she was a SA survivor,
My daughter.
right? I've been through an experience like that myself. I'm gonna just leave it there. But do you really feel like a SA survivor would wish that on children?
No. And
So,
I made that
depending on their mental
explicitly clear.
status, yes. Depending on their mental status, yes, it's happened.
Okay. Because I kind of feel like I don't know, like it's just you're
Well,
supposed to be for women who've been victimized.
I
How do
made
you
that
think?
explicitly clear, ma'am. I made
Okay,
that
so I'm gonna just ask
explicitly clear.
this: so how do you think that organization that she's trying to work on is going to go when people who have been victimized heard what she said out her mouth?
Girl, we all gonna call the police on her like everybody always do.
No, 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 no. But I'm like, well, because I'm pretty sure she had it out of good intention. She said she was an advocate and she had what is that, WCW or something like that? And it's supposed to be based
well,
on
see,
good
this is the
intentions and
thing.
stuff. Do you think she ruined her own organization by doing that?
Yes,
Let
I
me
do.
let me just say this. When we want to bring that up, bring up the whole story. Bring up the whole story. We got to bring everything to the forefront. We
What
can't pick
happened, Ma?
here. We can't pick there. We can't pick there. We got to bring everything. Why did she say that? Who did she say that to?
But
Nikki has played a big part in this.
but wait, but she is supposed to be above that because in that sense, I'm talking about that conversation with the kids. If you're to me, I will feel like, and I don't know, maybe other people don't, but I will feel like if you are supposed to be with WCW and you're supposed to be saving women, you're never going to come out your mouth like that.
Thank you, friend, for your
Well, we
commentary,
can't
but let Mama Queen Tulsa speak
Okay,
about
first
that.
of all,
we
okay, I
can't
understand that
say
everybody's grown.
Hold
I let
on,
her
hold
talk.
on,
I'm
hold.
sorry, but
Let
I
Queen Tulsa
understand. But I was just adding
let
that to it. But
let Queen
you ain't gotta
Tulsa.
police me on what I'm saying or what I'm not saying. I'm gonna mute myself though.
I'm
Thank
not
you.
gonna police you, baby, but I'm just saying let
But
Mama
you
Queen
did.
Tulsa
I'm gonna
speak.
be quiet.
okay, royal ladies. I'm glad that y'all got that out. What? Okay. Iridescent. What's the tension between you ladies? Because we're gonna work this out.
I don't have any problem. I just want, like, if you're gonna come up on the panel, you gotta let the queen speak. Like, if she's talking, stop interrupting her. That's my only point.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you
That's
this.
respectful.
Queen Tulsa, respectfully, if I interrupt you, you should tell me, right? And you'll tell me,
Well,
right?
I've been trying to get in, but I just
I'm
let y'all ladies.
sorry.
No, I just let y'all ladies work it out. Listen, these are experiences. These are experience. These are lessons. These are experiences. So I let it go through. I let y'all have, and then we come up with a solution. So just our solution today is we just let people talk one at a time, and we all be respectful and not talk over each other. That's it.
Yes, ma'am.
We good,
And I
and we
just
can
want you to
still
know that if you feel like I'm talking over you, let me know and I'll just mute myself. But I don't
absolutely.
need nobody else to tell me what I'm doing and what I'm not doing. That's cool. I understand.
Excuse
And I'm
me,
not being
Yeah,
hostile. I get it. But I'm
excuse
that's
just
me,
saying.
ma'am. I'm not nobody else. My
that's
name is
my daughter.
Iridescent Unicorn Fives. Thank
Okay,
you.
but I'm talking to the person whose platform it is. That's
Okay,
all.
I get it, but
Listen,
my
lady.
name is not nobody else. My name is
Okay, Queen.
Iridescent Unicorn
Okay,
Fives.
Huh?
hold on, y'all, ladies. This channel is for the people. That's my daughter, and she just talking about the situation gets her wound up. She loves Jaguar. Like she said earlier, now she's on the neck. She's got another scription. So, with that being said, respectfully, we don't know if this is going to settle it, but it's when we're on new medications, we just gotta, what I'm saying, roll with the punches. But let's be respectful. Let's be respectful. Iridescent, we're gonna be respectful to our guests, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you make men's with Dazzle if you don't mind?
I'm sorry if I disrespected you.
Girl, it's all good, girl. It's only the internet. I'm
Well,
friendly.
no, it's not just the internet
It's
because
not
we
No,
just
it's
the
not
internet,
just the
but
we
internet.
make
We are like a
relationships.
family and we talk like on some real stuff every day. And we are about women's empowerment and all of
yeah.
that. And I did not mean to disrespect you as a woman. And I'm sorry. And if you would accept my apology, I would like it if we can move past this thing.
Yes, I accept your apology. At the end of the day, that's something very minor, and I'm pretty sure we just getting to talk to each other, so things are going to be a little crazy. But honestly, I don't hold that against you. I don't hold that. I don't hold a lot of stuff against people. I let it go because it's more like beautiful aspects to them to discover. So to be honest with you, I don't think you're a bad person. I just think you're,
I
strong
think
minded like
most
me. So
I think most of the stuff that we say are in agreement with each other, and we want to hold Jack's feet to the fire. And I understand everything that you say. So please, if you would, please express how you feel on this panel because you are welcome to. That's why you are here because we want to hear what you have to say. So thank you so much. And I appreciate you.
no problem, no problem.
Absolutely. So, I don't know. I guess I'm just hurt for both of the ladies. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's why it's so important for us to love our children. It's so important for us to love our children. We don't want them out here going through um ups and downs with partners or boyfriends, husbands, wives that's treating them like crap. So we have to teach our children firsthand what love is. Look at Latasha Scott and her husband. You see what I'm saying? Like he they got a lot going on. They got a lot going on. It's a lot going on. We have some new people. We have some visitors in the room. Sequoia is in here. She says hello. We have Mimi Black. Mimi Black says mental health people will say that. I had to lock up someone and she called my kids ugly. She better than my kids, etc. She didn't even know if I had kids. See? She also said she said it was a warning to what is to come, allegedly. Um, God gives us free will. Iridescent, I guess her phone died. Ladies, Jessica says that sometimes she does have wine. Hey, Jessica. Miss Rhonda says she misses her mother. Prayers to your mother. Pinky promises. Queen Tulsa so thoughtful and patient. Thank you. See, I didn't know that. I should have been sipping a little. I'm sorry. Tulsa's paid for her. She drove scratch me up. Why does she sound like side piece 2.0? Who are they sound like a side piece? Miss Dazzle.
I'm not a side piece, baby. I'm happily married. But I like to see things from a, 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 a I guess a viewpoint of if some things like that, we seen everything that we needed to see for real, for real. And to me, I just feel like there's a little bit more going on than just Nikki. So I feel like, you know, Goomba put Nikki there. Nikki wouldn't be there if Goomba didn't put her there. So I can be mad at Nikki, but I have to be more mad at Goomba.
Yeah, I'm not even. The thing is holding the man accountable because you're playing both sides of the fences, and you need to be addressed because see, he could get somebody hurt with his lies. See, he's going to pillow talk here and then he's running back home and loving on his wife. And guess what? Why he's doing that, you don't think that this woman is not watching and getting upset every second that they are close, that they even touch or even have a kiss? You don't think they're sending her panties up her butt? Oh, Adela said, my bad then, but you sound like her.
I sound like her because I'm saying the obvious. The obvious is Nikki wouldn't be there unless Goomba put her there.
Can
If
I
a
say
man was
something?
solid, hold on, wait. If a man was solid and loyal to you, mm, a girl named Nikki wouldn't be in the picture. Am I right or am I wrong?
Go ahead, say it one more time, sis. I didn't hear it.
If a
I
man,
wanted.
oh, you talking about me? Or I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Dazzle, go ahead and repeat that. I didn't hear you.
I said if a man was that solid and that loyal and that respectful to you, a girl named Nikki would not be in the picture.
Have you ever left your dirty underwear in somebody's car so they significant other?
But here's what I'm trying to say. If that man was solid and loyal to you and took his vows seriously, would a girl named Nikki even be in a situation where she can put dirty underwear in your car?
Now,
She would if that man was really everything that he was supposed to be, Nikki wouldn't be in Jaguar's car leaving underwear.
you think it was the Finsweed on deck?
Huh?
You think it was the Finswees? Finwees?
The fentanyl, it could have been the fit. It could have been.
I'm a little curious, you know?
All right.
Hey, as far as I know, they could have been on Fent, and Jaguar could have wear underwear that day and forgot she had underwear on. Hey, I don't know.
Everybody say, go jump in there. What are your thoughts, honey?
My thoughts are that I don't know what the hell kind of fentanyl we down, but what I do know is that they all is acting crazy. Nikki acting crazy. Jag acting crazy. Goomber acting crazy. And they all need to lay the hell down because it's kids really involved. If you're trying to talk about the grown kids, with Jag, with her grown ass son, or them little bitty babies out on Nikki's side, I just can't with none of them goddamn kids. Like, girl, leave the kids out of it. Leave the ADHD. Leave the autism. Leave the crazy. Leave all the shit out of all the shit. Like, I'm about to just jump off the goddamn bridge. Like,
Oh,
is
sis.
it a bridge in my
Language.
house, girl? I think
Language.
I'm about.
Language. Language. Language.
I know, girl. I came with y'all. I'm about to jump off the edge of the bed.
I know that's.
That's my only bridge I got. Like, y'all getting on my goddamn nerve.
Oh.
To me, you know what? To keep it real with you, I think all of them crazy, and I don't believe half of what any of them say.
Mama, I'm
Period.
sorry.
Oh, thank you for the donation. Are you
Mm-mm.
good? I mean, baby girl, what did you have? You got you some wine over there?
Yeah.
Listen,
Now,
I'm
I
about
don't
to
want
get.
to leave you out by yourself, but I'm not
That's
gonna lie
why
to
I'm
you. I'm drinking
going.
wine too, girl. I'm drinking my little wine.
Well,
Oh,
listen. Now I got $10. I'm gonna
no,
give it
my
to you
mama
for
know
that.
me though. She know I'm like a drunkard. I'm just being a drunkard right now. I'm sorry,
Listen,
y'all.
let me jump up in here right quick. So shout out to Rhonda Simon for the $10, and maybe I can get me a bottle. Thank you for the donation. If you guys want to send a donation, you get the Cash App.
Oh, you're getting on
I
my
would
nerves,
really
mama.
love to hit that. We'll be right back.
Thank you all so much for supporting Queen Tulsa, the show, whether it's a like, a share, a subscribe, a Cash App, a PayPal, or a Zelle. Thank you for coming by and watching the show. And this is your commercial for being acknowledged for just being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you, who would be watching? Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you so much for that. I'm going to read a few comments and then, ladies, we're going to sound off. Rhonda says, I've been hearing about Miss Queen Tulsa. All good stuff. I'm a Cali girl married to a Tulsa King. So, yes, it's MRS. I'm a Mrs. Child. Yes. Um, Shout out to Tulsa because we do have good people here. Like, if you really want a good vibe, like, you know, the caring, the love, the support, the resources are definitely here. Shout out to the Equality Center. Shout out to the Day Center for providing shelter. Kaylee says, "Stinky underwear, pure funk. Y'all use underwear. I stink." Woo! Sonya says she's back. Sonya says, "Thank you for the donation." Somebody says, Adela says, My. Farts, woosah, please. Is giving wine for real, my. Y'all, tag my daddy. We all have stinky thongs. Maybe they was giving Jack a hint to put on panties. You should do ASMR Tulsa. What's that? Queen Tulsa has a calming voice. Shout out to all my supporters, to the royal family. So I done ran my mouth. Go ahead and jump on in.
Well, I want to say I appreciate you, Mama. I appreciate the chat. I appreciate everybody. Please drop some likes. If you want, you can join the membership. And if you like, please join. Put the nail emoji. That is our official emoji, the nails emoji. Please love on my Queen Tosa. She is our queen. She brings the content. And if you want to cash app her, it's beautiful 070707.
And speaking of a cash app, thank you, daughter. I just got yours. Let me give you your thank you.
Thank you all so much for supporting Queen Tulsa, the show, whether it's a like, a share, a subscribe, a Cash App, a PayPal, or a Zelle. Thank you for coming by and watching the show. And this is your commercial for being acknowledged for just being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you, who would be watching? Thank you for tuning in.
You know what? That's a good idea. You said I go live, whisper, and tap different objects. You know what? I saw like, people will have their camera on like when they're asleep. And like people will just watch them sleep and then they might get up and go to the restroom or something like that. Yes, thank you for the nails. Yes, that's our emoji for the show. I've got to figure out how to make it um where we can just not just have one emoji. Love Whitney video. Yes, you know what? Whitney is so much significance to that. Um the same year that she went to glory was the same year I had my OD. So yes, I'm a recovering addict. Once an addict, always an addict. If you're a recovering addict, then you know that. But I'll go ahead and Sonya said I would cash app, but got niece coming tomorrow and child, she about to spend the money I have. Oh no, you're good. She says look up ASMR. ASMR on YouTube. People get millions of views. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. Even Cardi B has done ASMR.
It's like listening to sounds. So, like you tap your nails, or you eat some food that's like crunchy, or
Oh,
you do something with a comb, like you run your fingers across the comb. It's like sounds. That's what they saying. ASMR.
oh,
Oh.
I would love
It's
to.
like you make noise that's pleasing to people. Cause you know how we hate the sound of the chalk when your nails running across the chalk sound.
Yeah.
Some people like that shit. And
Definitely.
they want you to do it on your channel. Or they want you to eat like Doritos, like crunch, crunch, crunch. Remember what wasn't that you I was talking to and you was eating and I said, I hear the crunch, crunch, crunch.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
That's
So,
what they like. It's like a channel where you make like and you whisper and then you make sounds.
hold on,
No,
wait.
for real. Like you whisper and you make sounds and you be like
Come into the door.
like you can like do your nails across your keyboard. You can make like I said, like Doritos, like crunch and crunch and crunch. Girl, the people like that crazy shit. Oh,
I'm
I'm sorry. I'm
definitely.
I'm cussing. I'm sorry. Oh,
But
all right, all right,
to
all
be
right.
honest, I like rain sounds, like thunder sounds. I can't go
And
to
yep,
sleep
and
without
you can
thunder.
put thunder and rain on your channel.
And you know
They
how
got
many views
thunder
they get?
channels.
They're like 24 hours.
Wow.
Like 24-hour lives is just rain and thunder sounds.
I like that too, mama.
It's just something about it. So I'm like, oh, ASMR. I need to try that out.
Look, we ain't the one that fly the cuckoo bird.
Mm-mm-mm.
One that fly the cuckoo's nest. That's what I meant. One that fly the cuckoo nest.
Okay. Oh, I got a question.
Yeah.
Did you see that video was alive where Jaguar was in the bathroom and her mom came in?
Oh my God. If she don't leave that lady alone, I swear to God, I wanted to come and bust up in that bathroom and punch her in her face and come and get that mama out of there. And she was like, and you acting like a kid and you this and you that. Girl, please. I would never, ever, ever treat my mom, my grandma, like nobody like that.
Yeah. And my thing is, okay,
She
so
was like, there's another bathroom, and y'all swear I'm the evil kid, but you're talking evil to your mom. But we swear you're the evil kid. Yes, we swear you the evil kid because you're acting evil.
okay, so I have a question because I am so confused. Are they still in that apartment?
Girl, they was in a goddamn hotel motel room, not even a hotel, motel room. They're not still in the apartment. They had to get out. They had to get all their stuff out and they had to get out. I don't think that they were still there from what I saw in the background was motel vibes, but I don't know. I'm not with them, so I don't know.
Yeah, because I didn't see them like, I mean, because she video records everything else, but you know, they didn't. She didn't show any like U-Hauls or anything else like that. So I'm like, did their
Cause
stuff
she's
get took?
lying.
Mm-hmm.
Cause she's a liar.
Mm-hmm. I believe it. Yeah, I think she's a liar.
We like to hear the hairbrush ones. Can y'all hear me?
So
I can hear you now, Mama. I don't know if you was talking before we couldn't.
I
For
can hear
some
you.
reason, I keep getting kicked out of keep getting kicked out.
Kicked out of what, Mama? The motel or the apartment?
Kaylee Maley in Family TV says, like I said, we all have stinky underwear. Somehow people, even Jag, have stinky underwear. I have what I have one on right now.
I
The
mean,
one
she
that
don't if she don't wear
You know what? I what I can say is there is no excuse for wearing diapers, and I don't care if you're driving. I have drove across the country because I'm in California and I have people in freaking New Jersey and we have driven across the country. Before we used to take the bus used to be called Trailways. I don't know if y'all remember that bus company, but you got to be an old asshole to know that Trailways. Trailways used to be the bus, and then after we couldn't take the Trailways, we used to drive. Ain't nobody bought no daggone diapers. I ain't got time for this. That like y'all getting on my god doggone nerves, y'all. All right, all right, all right. I'm just gonna shut the hell up because I
yeah,
need to
I'm over
calm
here
down.
researching this ASMR so I can get that
I
covered
need to
so
calm
you can
down.
listen. Yeah. I am over here listening and writing, taking notes because I'm like, I gotta figure out a way to calm my baby down.
Calm your
well,
baby
I
down
might.
because I'm triggered, like I told you. All right, all right, all right. Should I hang up, Mama?
Nah, just
But
I think Dazzle had wanted to jump in and conversate with us too.
but I understand why you triggered. That's the only reason why I was talking about the WCW thing. Like, to me personally, I just kind of feel like, you're saying things like that and you want to bring women here who are traumatized. You're re traumatizing the women that you want to attract. How
Yes,
does that
ma'am.
work?
I agree.
Okay, were you asking me a question?
No, I was just saying in general, like, how does that work? I mean, that is a question. How does that
Oh,
work?
how does
Like,
okay. Say it one more time.
I mean,
Brother.
that is a question technically. Um, how does
She's
that work?
saying
What does
we're
that look like?
talking about this situation and we want to bring people here, but it triggers people. So how are we going to keep trigger people here when what we're talking about is triggering to everybody?
No,
And
no,
So
no,
I
no. I'm talking about the W. You right, but I was talking about the WCW. See, that's supposed
yeah.
to be her organization for women
that was
who've been
Jag's
through stuff like that.
organization.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's supposed to be her organization for women who have been through things like that. So how can you say the things you say online and trigger the same people that you want to attract in this
Right,
organization to
right,
help?
right. Okay, I get that too. You're asking Jag, like, why? How can she like trigger everybody, the audience that she wants to attract, when you're triggering all of them and they don't even want to be here no more?
Yeah, like she's supposed to have a WCW, outreach thing, right? She's supposed to be
Right,
saving these women.
right.
How can you be saving these women and you're triggering them?
I
I
get
want
it.
you
I get
guys,
it.
I want you guys to try to get Tokyo Tony and Jaguar to come to my sit down. I want both of them on my sit down. I'm the younger generation. I'm about women empowerment. I want the ladies that are about women empowerment. Let's get them, have them come to the show. Let's make a difference in the world. Let's make a difference in our community. Give me the opportunity. We gonna make a change. The people that are held hostage, you want to be released? Get them on my panel. Get them on my panel. I'm tired of talking about things. It's time to start really putting some stank, as Kaylee Mayley has been putting some stank up in these comments. Now I'm gonna have to put some stank on it and really get down to the nitty gritty, you know, and call them to the carpet, have a real conversation with them, and that's just that. I'll go ahead and mute. Go ahead and take over, ladies. Dazzle, iridescent, y'all on mute.
Yeah,
Yes, I
okay.
was on
I'm
mute.
here. I'm here, mama.
I'm here.
Sound off. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? Do you think that I should pull these two ladies on the panel and have a conversation with them?
Yes, I should. I mean, I said I should. Yes, I think you should. Um, but with Tokyo, I don't know. She been rubbing me off lately because I'm just trying to figure out. It's like, how do you want to save Jaguar, right? And you want her to be redeemed and everything else like that, and have a spiritual cleanse and stuff. But you are basically cracking on your daughter's spiritual cleanse and her spiritual journey. How can you call yourself doing that? I mean, that's the only thing I got from her. I mean, I don't. It seems like these people are hypocrites.
I can agree. Can y'all hear me?
Hmm.
I'm a little bit far away from the phone right now. I agree. Like I was like, how is she gonna say, Jaguar, go in the house? I'm gonna pay for 3 days of motel for you, and I'm gonna send you food, and I'm gonna pray with you, and the next picture that the internet is gonna see is me hugging you. And I'm like, bro, literally what you should be doing to Black China, like China, Angela White. Am I the only one that saw that, or am I
Yeah, I've
tripping?
seen it. She looks like the devil. A lot of times when you trying to make yourself better and stuff, it's always somebody with their own little demons who don't want you to be better. And I kind of feel like she just wants her daughter to relapse or something. Like if her daughter don't relapse, it won't fit her narrative about her daughter. So she's begging her daughter to relapse, basically. And I'm not with that. And I feel like how can someone like that try to help and save somebody else? She needs to be saved. You ain't see her flexing and everything today?
I'm confused because I don't even know why she in a Motel 6 and she trying to save Jag in a Motel 6, and you don't got a relationship with your daughter who just made 200 million on OnlyFans. And if your daughter really loved you and was cool with you like that, I really think that China would be helping her mom. Like if it was me, like my mom worked at a homeless shelter for 30 years. She worked with Hopwa, which is the thing for people with AIDS. She worked with people with families like mothers and fathers with children that are homeless, and individuals that are homeless, and regardless of the circumstances. And bro, my mom lived 2 hours away. Her job is around the corner from my house. My mom had a key to my house. She used to come here every day and sleep here, and get up in the morning at 5 o'clock and go to work. Like she used to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, even during her chemo. She had chemo. She couldn't even walk. Like, bro, I could never do my mom like that. So I could never do what Jag is doing. I could never do what China's doing. I could never do what anybody is doing to their mom. Like I
Hold on, what is Black China doing to her mama? I'm just
No,
asking.
it's not that she's being bad, but I'm saying if her mom was better to her, she probably wouldn't be living in a Motel 6 is all I'm saying. Like if I was rich, my mom wouldn't be living in a Motel 6. But if my mama was doing me how Teriyaki Tina is doing to China, oh girl, you gonna live in a Motel 6 all day and all night. I'm just saying.
Mhm.
I'm not saying she's doing anything to her or bad, but come on. Every time we go online, did we not just see Teriyaki Tina say, Jack, just go in. I'm about to go hustle. I'm about to make sure you are in your room for 3 or 4 days, and tell me what you want to eat. Did she call China and Dream and King and ask them what they want to eat and where they at, and we about to send you your favorite food? No. She hates on China. She hates on Angela White. She hates on her like so much.
Matter of fact, she hates on her and then asks her for money.
Right. But what I'm saying is the good relationship that I had with my mother, my mom would never be in that position. My mom would never be begging. My mom would never be telling the next broad, I gotta go hustle so I can make money so you can stay in a room with your family, because she said with your family, and I need them to be quiet, I need them to be calm, I need them to be whatever. You remember all that stuff?
Man.
I am not the one. Like even online, like we have real families online. I don't know if y'all know, but the LGBTQ community, we build families. We have houses of a certain name, and we have houses where we are mothers, fathers, uncles, grandpa, like whatever. We do that in our community because we don't have our real family that is there like loving on us and appreciating us and whatever. So that is something that we do. Like y'all will hear me and Queen Tulsa, like that is my mama. That's my mom. Queen Tulsa is my mom. So if you hear me say, or if you hear her say, oh, my daughter this, my daughter that, or if you hear me say, Mama Queen Tulsa this, Mama Queen Tulsa that, that is how we do because we love each other in this life. We all we got. So I don't
Well,
know.
not even that, honey. I mean, thank you for that, but it's I was somebody did it for me. Somebody took me up under their arm. You know what I'm saying? When somebody saw the best of me when I didn't see the best of me. Somebody took a chance on me when I wanted the best for me.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
know? And so we just meet people where they are. Nobody's perfect. We all have our shortcomings. And
Yes,
I don't
ma'am.
want to get these two women on a panel and go at them. No. I want to get a solution.
I love Dazzle. We talking. Yes,
But
ma'am.
Jag and Tokyo, very smart women. But this
Yes,
this
ma'am.
hoorah, this who I don't know, this hoorah boo rah, I can't continue to get with that.
Right.
Let's get on some real stuff. Let's educate the young ladies.
You know
Let's
Yes,
what I would
ma'am.
say to
uh,
them,
what did you say?
especially Tokyo Tony when it comes to her daughter. And I was raised by like my whole family, my mom, my grandma, my father. I mean, I
Right.
was blessed to have both sides of, my mom's parents and my father's parents.
Right.
You know, so I got to hear a lot of stuff, a lot of wisdom. And
Yeah.
one thing that they always said was that be careful how you leave out in this world because you don't want nobody to the last memories that you have of them to be negative ones. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So what Tokyo Tony really do need to do is rethink that. Cause you don't want your child to have resentment and you don't want your grandbabies to have resentment.
Hmm.
And
She,
money ain't
she
everything. Clout ain't everything.
right.
And even when it comes to Jaguar Wright, the people who she loves, that loves her, real
Yes,
people that love her son, her sister, her whoever, she needs to be really mental illness or not. She has to be willing to face those demons, but also be willing to be like, okay, well, I want a more positive experience for this part of my life with my family, with my
right.
friends. You know, I mean, mental illness, mental health, only goes so far to
Uh-huh.
me. At some point, you got to really realize some things. The bigger picture is that nobody's guaranteed to be here. I'm gonna give you a good example. On Tuesday, I'm at work. I'm outside. I just parked my car and I walked off. In less than a minute, somebody who was in a stolen vehicle with drugs and everything else in it totaled my car, crashed into my car in less than a minute. So to be honest, if I would have stayed right there by my car, I wouldn't have been here. But the
Right,
thing is,
baby.
that's why you need to really understand the things that you do. You need to understand the impact and the experience that you leave on other people.
Yes, ma'am.
You got to think bigger than yourself. Oh, my feelings are hurt, so I'm going to say this, that, and the third. Okay, your feelings hurt, that's fine. But don't make these permanent solutions with your words, with temporary things. Tokyo Tony, she gets mad when her daughter doesn't give her money. So now her daughter got to be every evil thing in the book.
Right.
You're making a permanent solution with your mouth about a temporary situation. If you're not you're not entitled to your daughter's money. Period. Go out and
Right.
get a job like everybody else. If you gotta work at McDonald's, work at McDonald's. I don't care. Hustle. Do what you gotta do. But you can't hold her on the hook for not giving you money. You can't. with Jaguar, Jaguar need to wake up too. At the end of the day, look, if Goomba was so bad, then you better without him. Period.
Right.
Get over it and take accountability for the things you say out your mouth because it's very hurtful. That's all I got to say about that.
I love everything that you said. I would suggest, as far as like China, and I was going to have this for like if they came on the show, but I was just going to say, what if China decided to
The,
get
the
her
the
into
thing
like
that we need to hear.
impatient, to get her into like an impatient situation, her mom, and figure it out what's going on. Get her the help that she needs so she can be a productive citizen because it's like 1 minute she's cool and the next minute she's flying off the hinges. It's like it be times if y'all ever just watch Tokyo, she'll have like Bible study or she might have like an informative or something like that. And she's in her good. That's why it. That's why I said Tokyo Tokyo versus Tony. Tokyo, when she's in her element and she's doing her, she's relatable, and she's a cool person. Now Tony Crunk, Tony on one, Tony, lighting it up, just doing the most. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know if that's an accurate thing, but I think it's a lot of it can be mental illness, but I think it's drug induced too. Allegedly, that's how I kind of feel when it comes to Tokyo, and I also feel like she targets her daughter. So to me, I feel like and she envies her daughter. So when she feels like she's on the come up and she can be, comfortable, then that's when all this dies down and she gets to bask in the light and the glory. But as soon as things don't go her way, she gets told no, she's having a bad day, I think she kirks out. And also, which is really dangerous, is that a lot of people have their mental illness behind spirituality and religion. And I think that they're weaponizing it.
Well, I'm going to be honest. As much as I try to keep my mental health in check, I lost it the other day. And I'm going to be vulnerable. What day was it? Um, what's today? Friday? It was yesterday. Um, I was like really, really, really hurting. And I believe that just dealing with court and having to relive and see people, I've kind of been on edge. I'm not gonna say kind of. I've been on edge, but I hide it from my family because I don't want to distract, um, from my family, my kids. Of course, like my oldest and my middle child, they know that I have depression and stuff, and so I just kind of like reassured them actually this week that I'm good and I'm doing the necessary steps that it takes to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Um and so it's a struggle. I mean, we can say, "Oh, she should have responded like this." But sometimes we want to respond a positive way and then it didn't happen. And it's like I went today and it was like, "Oh my God," it's like I'm not even this type of person, but like let me I need to revisit with my therapist and just really doing my due diligence and communicating what just happened to my therapist. And my therapist got snatched away from me. So I'm advocating for a therapist right now. So to be vulnerable, that's where I am. So from August of last year until now, I've been maintaining this the best that I can. You know, um, I've been locked in my house. I've isolated myself from my family. I've been doxxed. So, it's just a lot. And then to add that on to my mental health, like I just say I'm just gonna stay in the house. I don't want to be with nobody. I don't want to be around nobody and stuff like that because at this point I don't trust nobody. I just don't.
And you know what? Thank you for, you know, expressing that and being open. And to be honest with you, I deal with mental health problems too. I have highs and lows. I sit here, some days where, you have your breakdown days. Like sometimes you just cry.
Right.
And like on Tuesday, I told you my car was totaled. And literally, like, I didn't want to break down in front of my coworkers. But when I got picked up by my husband and my uncle, I broke down in the back of the car. And it's been something because it's just been a mess and I'm just rolling with the punches. So a lot of times with me, what people don't know is that I laugh and I may make fun of the situation that I'm in, and I smile and I be upbeat.
Yeah.
But I'm laughing to keep from crying.
Sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying.
And that's hurtful. And I mean, and people think I'm hard on Jaguar. I'm not hard on Jaguar. To be honest, I'm just being real. Like, I don't hold people mental illness as the reason for everything they do.
Right.
You know, like everybody's going through stuff. Some people are struggling harder than others. But at the end of the day, sometimes when people use it as a crutch and when some people just can't help themselves. And sometimes when you listen to Jaguar, I feel like, she's using it as a crutch. I'm going to say all these things and you guys are just going to go with it. And if you don't take me seriously, oh well. So it's like, oh, like I can say the most craziest things and and y'all are just going to dismiss it because y'all think I'm crazy anyway.
Well, let me tell you this. With I'm being vulnerable again. I was so out of my body that I got in my vehicle and I was headed to address the individual that hung up in my face.
Hmm.
I got up out of my bed and had on my t-shirt and my panties and showed up to an organization.
I get it. I get it.
But it was not me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't me. It was, I'm crying out for help and you're not helping.
There.
And I just said, F it. You know what I'm saying? That's not me. I would have never thought in a million years that I would get up out of my bed and my panties and my shirt and walk and go into the office. But then like yesterday, the phone conversation when they hung up in my face, I got my purse and stuff. I put on pants and I got in my car and I was on my way. But I had to call Copes because I knew that wasn't the right thing to do. If I was to show up at that at the job and address that person. Um, oh my goodness. Okay. And see, laughing to keep from crying. you know. Oh, shout out to create your best version. Send the super sticker. You know what? Let me go ahead and give you your congratulations, and we'll be right back.
Thank you all so much for supporting Queen Tulsa, the show, whether it's a like, a share, a subscribe, a Cash App, a PayPal, or a Zelle. Thank you for coming by and watching the show. And this is your commercial for being acknowledged for just being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you, who would be watching? Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you so much for that. Um, I'll read a few other comments. Millennial says, "You're not hard on her, Jazz. You're just being truthful." So, Dash, she says, "You're not being hard on her. You're just being truthful." Thank
But to be honest, I do want to say something for you. You know, I am a tarot reader.
Oh, yeah, I do.
And the one thing I will tell you, because I just pulled the card on you when you were talking, the best thing about you, and I do want you to understand that you do yearn for community. And the best thing that you ever did was create a YouTube channel. Because you're going to get all of that community. Okay?
Yes.
You're going to get your, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but it's almost, I mean, I do know how to describe it, but it's almost like, you know, when you and your friends meet at the cafe and you
Yeah.
guys are sipping lattes and you guys get to de-stress and talk to each other. That's exactly what's going to happen for your family.
Oh, wow.
So the things that you feel like you don't get as far as being able to de-stress and communicate and talk about things, you're going to get it on this channel. You're already getting it. Look at those super chats. People are digging you. Think people are vibing you.
Yes.
So you will have your community that you want. It may be a little longer than what you expected, but it will happen.
You know what?
And yes, Jag is using her mental health as a crutch. You know why? Because guess what? She has a whole community of people that co-signs what she does. So now she can say all the craziest things. She can threaten children and everything, and people will explain it away and explain why it's okay. That's why she has the internet to hype her up to what she's doing. There's nobody around her that is capable enough to pull her out because she's distanced herself from the people who really love and care about her. So now she's with her mom, who is struggling. She's with her son, who is wayward. He don't know what he's doing. I mean, as far as, you know, he don't know which way to go right now. It's the blind leading the blind.
Thank you.
Okay?
Yeah.
She is using it as a crutch because she doesn't want to admit, even though she says stuff, but she
But
doesn't
let me say
want to
this.
admit that she needs to change.
But let me say this. Um.
And you, mind you, I do want to say this as well.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
The reason why they keep letting her out is not only because of, you know, funding and things like that. It's because they feel like she is capable of living out here in the world as long as she takes her medicine to pretty much balance her emotional state. That means that professionals told you inadvertently that she is not in a situation where she has to be 24/7 in an asylum. Oh, let me say it the right way, a mental institution. That's what these professionals are saying, low key but high key. She just needs to take her medicine.
But you got to think about this. the trauma piled on that, trying to get your mental together, and then now you got another situation. It's like you just can't get a break. Okay, let me get my mental together, and then now I got another situation, and then now it's the person that you've been with before. So that's why I say, like, it's so prevalent for parents to love their children. Love on your children.
Girl, I'm not just
Like,
we
seriously.
talking about Jaguar right now. But I told you I pulled some cards for you. You
Oh,
got some beautiful shit going. Excuse my language. You got some beautiful stuff going on.
go ahead.
No, but no, no. What happened was I was feeling how you was feeling, and I was like, well, let me pull some oracle on you, and I was like, ooh, girl. And then you call yourself Queen Tulsa. And
Yeah.
the last card I got, the fourth card is a crown, and it says personal power. Look at that.
Yes. I receive it. I receive it. I'm working on some crowns because I want every, like, it's just like you said, it's a lot that's coming. Just wait on it. But it's a lot. It's I don't know. I can't explain it.
You got to be
But
patient with yourself, okay?
yeah,
And this, what you put your energy into as well, okay?
that is true.
Be patient with yourself. When I go on panels and stuff, people be thinking, maybe I sound like this or I sound like that. I may not be the most whatever. But in the end of the day, like, I enjoy people. Like, I enjoy you too. And I enjoy everybody that resonates in some type of way with me. And even if I don't agree with totally, I enjoy them. And I enjoy you. And I really do feel like you got some relationships as far as like through YouTube. That's a good thing. Like, and so when you was talking about that, like it really touched me, and I just kind of feel like you got some good things, and I feel like if you keep doing this, you're gonna find your community. Matter of fact, there's gonna be certain people that you really vibe with that you talk to off of StreamYard or off the internet. So, and they're gonna be loyal friends. So I think that this is a good thing for you. So, you know, I tell anybody like what I do, even tarot is a de-stressor for me. It's something that I like to do. It's my hobby and stuff like that. A lot of times, if you're really close to me, I don't even make you pay. I have clients, but whatever, because I love to do it. I love to help people, and it's a way to help me with my mental health as well. You know, that's all I'm saying.
Yes. No, I get it. I get it. I truly get it. Thank you for that. That just, when you were like, just take it easy on yourself, it's just like a weight lifted up off of me. Like, okay, just take it easy and not push it so much. And speaking of pushing it, I had a show for tonight, but I just pushed it for tomorrow because I'm just going to stick to this one and actually take off some time and have some fun tonight off camera.
As you should, because even with me, like I could have been further by now. But guess what I do? I take breaks, okay? Because
Yeah.
I gotta live my life.
And you know what? Millennia was making some good points. Mimi Black was too. I'm gonna start right here. Hold on. Okay. Adela says some people have a nervous laugh, and it's okay to embrace the pain within a specific season. What's not okay is to stay in your pain or confusion in the season. YouTube record. Thank you so much, YouTube. Adela says, God is with us all. He guides us through the dim and the unknown. May God be with us all through our seasons. Amen. Queen Toast is smart. Thank you, love. Mimi says, have you worked at a mental place or education? I've been working with MH people for 20 years. She does not think she has a problem. Therefore, she can't use it as a crutch.
She does see
So,
that she has a problem. You know why? Off some energetic stuff. She claims it.
Millennial
She
says,
claims her bipolar. What?
oh, Millennial said the Sandra Bland law in Texas. The Sandra Bland law in Texas, anybody in mental health crisis, they can only keep them 10 days and then release them. Thank you. She says, well, I love your reading from Dazzle. The Sandra Bland law here in Texas was passed in 2017. Instead of locking people up, they take you to a mental health facility if you have mental issues for a couple of days. And of it, who does that's great vibes. Thank you so much. Good. Enjoy yourself tonight. Self care is very important. Yes. Jazz, pull a card for Jaguar. They call you Jazz. Her name is Daz. Dazzle.
You want me to put some cards with Jaguar? How do you think? Okay, so let's ask this.
Peace to all. Good show tonight. Do
Is
something. Thank you.
Jaguar, because they don't believe me, mind you, I'm cooking very late because, first of all, I got off work and we was going to call out. We was going to, you know, call for takeout, but then we were like, well, we have food here, but then we had to defrost the food.
Uh,
So let me just do this real quick. Okay, so let's ask this first. Do you want me to use Oracle or do you want me to use Tarot?
so who said that? Millennial? She said, do you want her to use tarot or oracle?
Because tarot cards would be more specific. Oracle cards, is more about the intuitive, psychic part of it. But tarot can be like that as well. But tarot is a little bit more specific.
Okay, Mimi says no.
She said the touch of bipolar is claiming it. That touch of bipolar is saying that you have some sort of bipolar. You are claiming it.
Rhonda says, I enjoyed the show, panel, and chat. Happy Easter. Happy Easter. And thank you to everybody that come by tonight to visit the show. Come back. Come by anytime. This is, if you like it here, you're welcome to come back. YouTube recommended you in my feed. Praise God. Use the more specific.
Okay. That means tarot.
Okay.
So we're just going to ask, is Jaguar right using her mental illness as a crutch on YouTube?
Okay, and while you wait for the cards to tell us, we gotta thank Millennial Make Money Making. Thank you all so much for supporting Queen Tulsa, the show, whether it's a like, a share, a subscribe, a Cash App, a PayPal, or a Zelle. Thank you for coming by and watching the show. And this is your commercial for being acknowledged for just being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you, who would be watching? Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah, so just in case people think I'm just making that stuff, I'm going to have to put my little camera on.
Right.
And,
Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the solo if that's okay. Are you okay with
okay,
this?
I was thinking you was going to be here because I know that you read too. So it's like a confirmation of what I'm giving.
Oh, well, my cards are in the back.
No, but you can see my cards, and when I explain what they mean, you know what I'm talking about. All
Okay,
right?
okay, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so let me see. Hey, my hair looks crazy.
Okay. What out to piece to all?
Okay, so hey everybody. So let me see.
Hello. And before you jump up into it, let the people know where your channel is. Sonya, drop your channel in the chat.
Okay, so my channel is Dazzled at Tarot. I am a tarot reader, a tarot advisor to be exact. So, um, I look a hot mess, y'all, but oh well. But let me do this real quick so I can put my camera back on. So you wanted us to know, is Jaguar right using her mental illness as a crutch on YouTube? Well, so I'm kind of scared. Ooh, you got the Ace of Swords in the reverse. You got the Three of Wands in the reverse. And you got the Devil card. Girl, what is Spirit saying? Okay, Spirit is saying that she's... Okay, that's a strong-willed woman. She's very strong-willed. Okay? So, I'm going to just tell you right now, with Jaguar, right, wrong, or indifferent, if she feels some type of way, she gonna put 10 toes down on it, and she don't give a damn what nobody say, which can make it harder for other people. And this is the BICCH card as well. Okay, so she might think something, right? Even though the facts say different, but because she think it, she's just gonna feel like it's true, and she's gonna double down on it. Okay. Um, the Ace of Swords in the reverse, though, this talks about clouded judgment, but it talks about lying. Okay. The Three of Wands in the reverse, it talks about missed opportunities in a way. It talks about people who do things for others but don't get stuff in return. It can talk about, because usually upright, it talks about expansion. It talks about pretty much new creative ventures. And in reverse, it's not working. But in this right here, the devil, this talks about being bound to our darker selves. It talks about I'm looking at my children right now, but it talks about pretty much people who like to indulge in stuff, people who are in addiction, people who are in the throes of addiction but don't want to admit it. So you have someone who has clouded judgment and who lies, and also someone who just can't get stuff off the ground, and someone who cannot admit that they're in some type of toxic situation. So to her, she sits there and whatever she says goes. So she could know that she has a mental illness, and she knows it. But the problem is she wants to be right. That's what it really is. She wants to be right. She wants to be right so bad that she's wrong. And this is her with the hangman reverse, needing to see a different point of view. Okay? She has to see a different point of view. She knows that she has a mental illness, but she wants to be right. That's what it is. She really wants to be right. Yes, he has risen. She really wants to be right. That's all it is. And to her, it's a creative venture, but however, it's not really working out. So that's what it is. She knows that she has issues. She just wants to be right.
So Dazzle, change your name to your Cash App. If they want to just send you like a donation or whatever. Um, Millennial Moneymaker says, I want to know if that lady cursed Jaguar. She's been going downhill ever since. Dazzle, you still there?
Ooh, you couldn't hear
Oh
me.
yeah,
Oh,
there
my
she
bad. I
is.
had it on mute the whole time. But yeah, she did. She did curse her. It's on my channel. Yeah. And the first thing I said was, "Why was you messing with that lady? Why would you sit there and give and play with her?" And she did it to herself.
That's a lot. You just got to be careful how you be running up and running down on people. You just don't know, who you dealing with. That's for anybody. You just,
My bad,
that's,
boo. That was the steak getting seared.
huh?
My bad. I was busy making steak. I told you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You over there cooking the steak, honey. But yeah, you just got to be mindful of how you treat people, man. You just don't know. You just don't. But I would like for Jag to definitely come on my show when I want Tokyo to come on too because I really want to have like a real conversation with these ladies.
I just want Jaguar to just get some help too. I would really like for it if he would. Oh, my kids are downstairs waiting on food. Oh my goodness. Let me go ahead and roll out, y'all. I love you for real. Oh,
What'd you
she
say?
said read me a 3 card reading. What do you want me to read you about?
I think that she should. If y'all can flood her DMs.
If you want, um, to me to do a reading, I mean, just ask your question.
So I'm gonna put you in a solo box. Can you hear me? Still.
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just trying to put myself on mute.
Oh, okay. So this is Dazzle's. They say 15 minutes of fame. Dazzle gets the last 15 minutes of the show. If y'all got any questions, her cash app is up there if you guys want to tip her. Um, Sonya says anything.
Okay, well, let me just read on what might be coming up. What's his name again? What's her name again?
Sonya, maybe.
Okay, let me go ahead and do it. Okay, Sonia, what you got going on, girl? Okay, so I feel like you in some mess. So maybe it's a conflict or something that's going on or might be coming up. But I do feel like because you have the Justice card, the Nine of Cups in the reverse, the conflict card, and the Judgment card.
Yes.
I kind of feel like you got some drama, right? And I just keep it at that because I don't know the extent of it. I might know the extent of it, but I'm not going to tell your business. But I kind of just feel like there's some drama, and I'm trying to be vague because I don't want to tell your business. But I do feel like it'll go in your favor in the end, and you're gonna move on from it. So I don't know if you're currently into a situation, and it could be minor or great, but you will move on from it. And I'm just trying to keep it vague because I don't know if you want the real business out, you know, in any type of way. But yeah, you got some drama. Well, you're gonna be in some type of conflict or some mess. Even if it is just minor, you are going to be in it and you're going to get past it. That's what's coming up. You're going to be a mess. Okay? Ooh, that's a good one. And I'm being vague for a reason because I don't know if you might have drama. There's going to be some type of conflict or some situation, but it's going to go in your favor. Okay? All right. You telling me not to hold back. So what is this drama going to be a part of? Give me a more specific thing. Tell me what type of drama that you might be a part of. What happened? Okay, it's going to be in some type of relationship, maybe friendship, maybe maybe friendships, maybe family, maybe a relationship. Relationship. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, let's go. And this is heart, which says love. So that's confirming relationship. So what type of drama? 1, 2, 3. So let me get this right. You're not in a relationship though. You're not. Are you in a relationship? That's the thing I want to know. And if you're not, that means it's going to be somebody that's close to you that you might find out some stuff. So let's see. I did that reading on my channel, but I really want to know, like, is there a man in this situation? Or is some type of relationship going on? Situation. I want to know about somebody baby father, somebody boyfriend, somebody something, because it's looking like something. Yeah, you're gonna have some problems in it. So it might be an argument, it might be a whatever, but it's gonna resolve itself. You're gonna get into that. I mean, yeah, you'll get your just due. I mean, you're gonna be right. It's gonna be in your favor, but it's gonna be a little bit of an argument or a situation. There's a man up in there, and I seen something about the heart, something about a relationship, whatever the case may be. So it might be a dispute coming up between you and your significant other. And I'm trying to still make dinner and stuff. Like, I am the worst damn parent ever. Okay. Here we go. Three friends and I'm dating someone. Well, you're about to get oh, but then again, that Five of Wands could be competition. And that King of Cups isn't really a negative card. So maybe there's going to be some type of competition, some type of conflict with those people. You do have emotions because somebody's going to be at the end of it. What I'm trying to say is this: is either some type of conflict going on or whatever, or maybe somebody's competing. But in the end of this reading, there's this King of Cups that's upright, which is very positive. Someone who listens to your emotional feelings and everything else like that and want to do for you and stuff. So maybe it comes out positive. Like I said, at the end, you get your just due. So maybe it's going to be a competition. Maybe it's going to be a little fuss or a fight. But in the end, you get your way. As in, like, maybe there's one person. You said that you messing with multiple people. I'm just saying. But there's going to be an issue. And in the end, you're going to get your way. So maybe it's somebody that's really there for you. Hello. But I'm just pulling. And my kids is in the background, so I'm kind of... What? Y'all ready to eat. Okay, hello. But I'm going to jump off, you guys. My baby's ready to eat. But I love y'all for real.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yeah, they're hovering over me now as we speak.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time. Go ahead and shout your channel out before you take off.
It's Dazzle Tarot. Yeah, I'm a YouTuber. I'm a tarot advisor. And, you know, I've been doing this. Do not laugh at me. I've been doing this for a long time now. My kids think I'm weird.
Yes,
but yeah,
fine. Everybody is saying good job, great reading. Sonya says I'm a Virgo. LOL. I always get my way.
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you, y'all. I
Yes.
would keep going, but I can't because.
Yeah, it's time to feed the kids. We are not neglecting no kids over here. Okay. Thank you, Dazzle, so much. We appreciate you and enjoy yourself. And peace and blessings to you and your family.
All right, love you.
Okay, love you. Bye. All right, guys. So she says, great. Your best version says, great reading. I would definitely check her channel out tonight. Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I definitely want to thank you all for coming out. Shout out to everybody that's at the super sticker, a cash app. If you put a like, if you shared the live, I really appreciate you. Shout out to my mods for really working, my royal mods for working it out tonight. Sonny says, I don't compete with no one, but thanks for reading. Yes. Happy Good Friday. So we started the Friday off amazing. So you know it can only get greater from here. You gotta trust, believe, and receive. Until next time, good night.
What's a girl to do? She needs love. Sometimes need love. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say